Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Welcome to day 23 of CARWYN Canvent. Today's is pretty big. It's a triple IPA, a hazy triple IPA by Bodriggy Brewing out of Melbourne, and it's called Haven't the Foggiest. Pretty cool. So yeah, we're on the second last beer of the box, and same with the Mountain Culture one. That'll be the second last one as well. So yeah, they both finish on Christmas Eve. You had the option to get the big Magnum bottle for Christmas Day, but I missed out on it this year. Plus, it was quite expensive, so I was like, didn't really worry me too much. But I've already poured it for the photo. So yeah, it looks a bit shit in the camera. It's probably like a dull orange, but yeah, it looks real washed out and milky in the camera, my shitty camera. Anyway, so yeah, it had more of a head on it, went up to the top of the glass. So I'd say about a 3-finger white foamy head. I'd say cloudy, yeah, as I said, like a light orange. Body's probably medium. And carbonation, I would say light. Let's go a whiff. And cheers to the chat. So far, I think I've seen Angie, Joey, and Jimmy. Happy Festivus. The airing of grievances. I should watch that. I'll have to watch that episode tonight. Fuck yeah. Cheers, Angie. Good stuff. So yeah, I'm on holidays now. Yeah, boy. Yeah. I was going to smash beers all afternoon. I had a couple with Drew as soon as I finished work, and then I only had craft in the fridge, and I just wanted to smash like macro beers. But I had some shopping getting delivered, and because it's so busy, it was not coming till late tonight. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just chill this afternoon and get smashed tonight instead. So don't be surprised if I'm still going in like fucking 6 hours time. Cheers, Jimmy. Cheers, Brett. Thick, thick boy. We don't all have cushy jobs like you. Sweet. Yeah, I'm 5th of Jan. Good thing, yeah, today was real cruisy as well. Yesterday was fucked, but yeah, I was buggered yesterday. It's meant to be decent weather too, but not till sort of just after Christmas. I think the next few days are a bit shit, but then it gets warm. Coolio, let's get into this beer, boys and girls. The first of about 500 tonight. Look out for a random Twitch stream at 4 a.m. So, smell. Yep. I think that's why we had such a hectic week last week because, yeah, I think they knew it was going to be pretty cruisy this week, so they needed to get heaps done. I certainly will. I'm fucking cooked. I feel like I need time off just to like mend some like injuries and stuff. Like I need certain parts of my body to recover, and the main thing for me is I want to get some fucking decent sleeps over this next 2 weeks. I really hope I can get some good sleep. I reckon if in a week's time, if I'm still not sleeping, I reckon I'm going to go to the doctor and get some help. So it's got a very like pineapple passion fruit, like a maybe like a honeydew melon. Very sweet, tropical. Maybe some peach, Angie. Some sweet peach. Yeah, one question I'm sick of getting just because I don't do much. So many people coming up and going, "Oh, have a good Chrissy, Sammy. What are you up to? You're hanging with family," and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm sick of talking about it." When you don't celebrate Christmas with anyone, it's so fucking shit getting asked about it all the time. You just like, you just want to crawl into a fucking hole and just like wait for the time to be over. And then, yeah, one guy that asked me, then he's like, "Oh," he goes, "The main thing, if I know you well enough," he goes, "the main thing is you've got your dogs, you got your music, and you got your beer. That's all that matters." I'm going in. So, yeah, as I said, tropical, sweet tropical, and yeah, maybe some stone fruit. I'd say like a bready base, maybe a touch sort of biscuity, but it's a triple IPA, so it's going to be big. I'm always concerned with triples because quite often they're too sweet and too boozy. So yeah, let's see how Bodriggy go. Because even Banks, one of my favourite breweries, they did one at the start of this box, and I didn't rate it. Hmm. They've actually done a pretty good job. Doesn't taste like a triple, which is good. That's what you want. A real massive beer like this. Oh, the percentage too, I didn't say. It's probably like 10 or 11. It's got a bubble talking bubble thing on the back, and it just says, "How good are froths?" Fucking oath, froths are awesome, bro. I think it might be 9%. It says, "Get lost in the fog like that hazy period between Xmas and New Year's. Haven't the foggiest oozes." Does it say ween? Ween tropical fruit flavors that will hit you like a sun drenched wave. Think passion fruit, mango, coconut, and gooseberry, accompanied by a soft, pillowy head. I cannot read that word due to the colour behind it. Smooth, dangerously drinkable, and well, will leave you questioning everything. Cool. They've got a really awesome brew pub, these guys. It's probably like the sexiest bar you've ever seen. It's just got all these like fucking beautiful hardwood and then like just spirit bottles for days and like mirrors and awesome like drop lights, and it just looks so fucking sick. It's in an old like I think it's an old auto garage, and they've left most of the fixtures and that in there. But yeah, just this fucking expensive looking bar. Gooseberry. Yeah, I know. It's delightful. I'm just having some gooseberry. Yeah, that's a good one. See, another person at work said, "Oh, well, you've got all your mates to hang out with on YouTube." He goes, "You might be at home by yourself Christmas time," but he goes, I bet you could just jump onto YouTube and there'd be people everywhere." I said, "Fucking hell." For dwarves, for midgets. Cheers, Smokey. Hope all is well across the ditch. One person that'll be celebrating Christmas before me, Smokey. Hit that like button, peeps. I'm quite impressed with this beer. Bodriggy are one of those breweries. They're generally solid. I've felt they've got a little bit better in the last year or two. Whether they've got like maybe all it takes sometimes is just getting some new brewer in that just completely changes the whole dynamic. Comes in and he just sort of takes over, and all of a sudden everyone's like brewing better beers and stuff. I certainly have had a quadruple. I've had quite a few different sizes of beers. One quadruple that comes to mind is the one by Hope. But I've had one from Pirate Life. I've had quite a few, I reckon, over the years. I think Hawker's made one once. I feel like I was saying something now. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, Bodriggy. Just yeah, I feel like they've definitely improved in the last couple of years because they're one of those brewers that has, yeah, like this fucking awesome brew pub. Like it's so cool. And I used to go there just because it was right near Range Brewing's Melbourne bar and like sort of close to Stomping Ground and a few others. And I used to go there just for a couple of beers, but their beers are always like not on the same level as those other guys. And then yeah, now when I've been to a couple of festivals and stuff recently, I've had a couple of Bodriggy beers and I'm like, ooh, they're heaps better than they used to be. So yeah, cheers to Bodriggy. Cheers to him making a better triple hazy than my beloved Banks. It's going to be a binge tonight, boys and girls. We're going to have 40 million VBs and Carlton drafts. I've got I've got 12 of each in the fridge ready to go. Yeah, I was so desperate for a beer today with Drewy because I just knocked off work, just started holidays. I'm like, all I want to do is smash beers. And then I got told my fucking groceries weren't going to arrive till like later tonight. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I've spent all this money on this macro beer to drink this afternoon and couldn't get it till tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a night session. Working on the night moves. It smells like holidays. Yeah, you know when they say like when the best beers are. So like some people will say like a shower beer or a Friday night beer or a going out like a getting ready to go out beer or a Sunday hungover beer. I reckon the start of holidays beer is always good. The airport beer's got to be up there. There's just something awesome about having a beer when you get to the airport and you're about to fly out. And it can be at like fucking 6 in the morning and no one gives a shit. Let's get lit. Yeah. Yeah. Or the first beer in a new country is always a good one. So like, yeah, say I'm going to Thailand for a holiday. You just get to that first bar and order some random beer you've never had before. And it could be the shittest beer you've ever had, but it just hits. Winged exception quokka. Me and Joey are going to go to Rottnest Island. And we're gonna smoke it up with the quokkas, and then we're going to try and ride one. we're going to we're going to Hobart. We're going to get on the ferry and we're going to go to Mona, and then we're going to go straight to the vagina room, and we're going to be baked just looking at all these vaginas, going, "What the fuck's going on here?" And then we're going to go and eat some Cadbury chocolate. Yeah. Quokka. It's on my fuck it list. Yeah. Yeah. I watched more travel stuff today and I watched some Vietnam. I was like, fuck, I want to go there. Ugh. You can get some cheap flights to places at the moment. Um, yeah, there's like some Asian airlines doing like cheap Europe flights and that. I think people are starting to. Europe's not as popular as what it was because of the whole mass immigration. There's a lot of shit going down, and yeah, I think people are just getting fed up with some of these countries now. So like the likes of your Germany and your Italy and those sort of places, they're not quite as popular as what they were. So every now and then they're giving away, or not giving away, but like they're having like cheaper flights and accommodations probably still through the roof though. God, it fucking annoys me how you see all these Christmas parties, Christmas festivals getting shut down at the moment by the Islams. They get let into the country, they get looked after, they're meant to be guests, and they're there fucking taking over, going, nah, you're not allowed to have your Christmas festival. We're going to play our shit fucking Arabic music over the top and say that there's only one God. Fuck off. Yeah, I want to go to Poland. I I want to I want to go to a country where I can experience just hanging out with all the whiteys. I reckon Poland would be awesome. I reckon Czech Republic. Yeah, Hungary, Budapest. Yeah, I'd go to Finland. Go see Jimmy C. Get smashed with him. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many places I want to go. Obviously, I want to go to the States and Canada. Is that why you got a big fucking noggin on you? That's probably why I've got a big fucking wide nose, because I'm slightly Aboriginal. My sister is a number 5 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. Yeah. It'd be like Angus, my dog, still holding on for grim life. Wouldn't mind a VB. Should I do a live hangout after these 2 beer reviews and smash many beers? Yeah. I need someone to join. Yeah, that's the thing. Here you are at work watching fucking YouTube. I can't even get a break just to check my phone. I get messages of people and they're like, you haven't seen. They're like, I sent you a message like 10 hours ago. And I'm like, yeah, I've been working for 10 hours and I can't even get a fucking break to check my phone. Yeah, I could see the whole French thing in you. Mademoiselle. Frenchie. I am English on dad's side, Irish on mum's side, and possibly some Aboriginal there. Maybe we need to dive in and see. But yeah, I definitely have some drinking and some feistiness like an Irishman. I don't know what English traits I have. It's weird though, like as a kid, like you look at your parents and there's certain traits that you know that is exactly like one or the other, and like appearance and stuff like that. 100% wanker. Nah, 99.5. Um, yeah, like I definitely look like my dad. There's no doubt about it. And like stubborn like him. Certain characters I have like him, but then there's stuff that it's like I'm way more like my mother than my father. Like it's weird how it works. 25%. Yeah, if I've got Aboriginal in me, it's my dad's mother. because she died when he was really young, and she was like really, really dark, and they didn't really know much about her. And my her husband, my dad's father, was a fucking cunt. I look like my dad in drag. Yeah. I always feel like the firstborn female, like if there's a couple of girls in a family, I always feel like the first one generally, I don't know why, but generally looks like their dad. It's how weird is it though? Like, well, for me anyway, it's probably different for girls, but as a guy, I find it really awkward if you say if you're mates with a say you're mates with a dad and he's sort of like older than you are, and you look at the daughter and you find the daughter attractive, but then you see the dad in the daughter. Like it's such a weird thing. Like it fucks with your head. It's like, do I find her attractive because I'm friends with him, or am I gay? Nikki is my clone. This is true. Yeah. See, I that one, just one in particular, I can think of. There's a girl that used to work with us, and her dad's like, I'm sort of in between the age of her dad and her, and I always used to find her attractive, but she looks exactly like her dad. It's fucking weird. Like I'd just be like talking to him, and then I'd be like looking at him, going, "Oh, him and her have the exact same eyes," or something like that. Look, it's fucking weird. I might pretend that I'm gay just to get some LGBT benefits. Apparently, they get homes and stuff now. I'm going to pretend that I'm transgender and what else? Transgender, I'm Sudanese, and I'm somewhat disabled. I've got 3 legs. I tell you what, a fucking awesome podcast for Australians that are fed up with what's going on lately. Two Worlds Collide, I think it's called. I've been fucking loving it. You are a victim of YouTube emotional abuse. You need free things. Angie identifies as a MILF. No, she can't be a MILF because she doesn't have a kid. She has a stepson, but that doesn't count. Even more so now because she probably fucking hates him. What's a D MILF? Dirty? Dead? Dog mum, oh yeah. I've heard the term G-MILF, grandmother. This conversation's getting out of hand. It'd be so funny though, like if you're like I don't know, like from one of these breweries and you just want to check out what I think of the beer and then you just hang around and listen to the conversation, you'd be like, this is fucking whacked. Yeah. I might head off and do the next one, I think. Since I've finished this, I'm going to go. I'll go 4.3 out of 5. I feel like it just needed a bit more body to it. It was a bit sort of thin, a bit light on. For a big fucking hazy triple, I just did expect it to be a bit more fullish. But yeah, not boozy, so that's good. Not too sweet. Hop character was pretty good. Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job. I may need to visit their brewery again and do a little couple of samples. So yeah, it was called Haven't the Foggiest. It's got a I don't know what the fuck it is. It looks like a dog wearing a business shirt, but his head's like clouds. You get what I'm throwing? Anyway, I'm off. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with the next one. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet, and we'll see you shortly for the next beer. Bye bye.